Welcome to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We're in the month of June now, and our scent of the month is sweet pea. So you can get 25% off everything in our shop that is scented in that fragrance, as well as other sale items I'm sure you'll enjoy. I want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today. Should be a quicker podcast because we only have a couple segments to run through.
But. And those include farm happenings, farmer's almanac, in the coop, and roundup.
Of course, I'll be telling stories, so you know how I get to going. So.
Yeah, I got my sock over here to knit on. So.
Yeah, so
farm happenings.
Farm happenings. Well, this last weekend was Jimmy's 18th birthday. Farmer Jim is now an adult.
Yeah, I had him when I was 5.
So, yeah, so Friday, he wanted to go down to the movies, and he's been wanting to go to this burger place. It's called Five Guys. I guess they're on the East Coast, too. They got places, I guess, throughout the United States. But I think they're East Coast, and then they're now West Coast. So, at least according to all of the promo stuff they had inside the restaurant when we actually got there. But I'll get to that in a second. But Jimmy wanted to go see go to the movies, and so me and him went down. We went down to Burbank, which is down in LA. It's about an hour drive. We had kind of an agenda of places we were going to go. So we started off in Burbank with the movies. He wanted to go see the new Mad Max.
Something Thunderdome, wasn't it?
No, that was the old one. That was Mad Max Fury Road is the name of this one. So we went down and, we got kind of wandered around because we got down there early and checking things out. And there's a lot of stuff a lot of shops and stuff in Burbank. So we kind of cruised around there a bit and, getting close to the time. So we went and went to get the movie tickets, and for whatever reason, they have one cashier there, and the line's long. But they actually had the automated ticket thing, so you can just go up and you select your movie and pay. So I thought, we'll do this, get our tickets immediately, go up and get our popcorn and our drinks, and off into the movie theater. So the movie actually it was good. It was a good action movie, a little off kilter like all the Mad Max are, thinking what life would be after the world ends due to nuclear holocaust stuff, or it's like. But that being said, I think it would have stood better on its own than to try and tie it with the Mad Max series, because it didn't really make it. I don't know. Jimmy thinks it was good, and I mean for the series, but I think it would have been better standing on its own. But it was worthwhile to see. I just don't get the thought behind being a Mad Max movie per se, especially because the character is different and they still call him Max. So it's like but it was good. We had a good time watching that. It was a 2-hour movie, so it went by rather quick because there's a lot of action in it. So. After that, we left there and went over to Fry's Electronics. This is a super huge electronics store. They have everything. These are, it's not like your Best Buy. I would equate it with a Best Buy that is about 6 times as large as the average Best Buy. I mean, this thing is huge. Yeah. It's like a mountain of stuff, and if you're looking for it and it's electronic, you can probably find it there. I mean, just row after row after row. And they're always, the ones around I don't know if Fry's is outside of the LA area or not, but each of the Fry's, because they have a number of locations down in the LA area, has a theme that's done up. And the theme of the one that we went to in Burbank was like it's got a spacecraft crashed into the front of the store, and then you go inside and you see, like a Jeep that's cut in half and an alien standing there so it's themed off the old alien spacecraft type movies of like the 60s, I guess would be the best analogy, because that's kind of this stuff. But that aside, we went kind of cruising through the store, looking at different things, and with the intent of looking at computers, because Jimmy's part of what he wants to do with his birthday money and some of his graduation money is to get a new computer. So we wanted to go down there and look. I'm like, well, we're going to be in the area, so we'll go by and take a look. And so he's like, oh, they got, I didn't know they had this brand, because there's a couple ones that he's been looking at, and they actually had the several brands that he's been looking at. So he was looking at them and getting a feel for what they were, and so he was kind of drooling down there. I looked also at like small laptops, just cheap laptops that he can take to college with him when he's doing his classes, because you need something that's just for taking notes if you need it, and nothing too heavy because he's going to be lugging books around, and so we looked at a couple of the laptops too that we'll figure out. We might wait till he gets to school for the first week and figure out if he what would work best for him. But we kind of looked at those too. So all in all, he was like, and then there's a couple of things that he'd been asking for, and I went ahead and got those for him while we were there for his existing little entertainment area in the office, because he's got everything kind of laid out. It's like this whole dashboard of different monitors. I think he's got 2 monitors for the computer and then 1 for his PlayStation. And so, it's like...
Not counting the iPad and everything else that's going on.
He likes to multitask. But anyway, so we went down there, and, he was pretty amazed about all the stuff they have. And I'm like, So we headed out of there, and we're heading to lunch. It was kind of a late lunch because the movie didn't get out done until after 1. And then we went by the fries, and then heading over, and he's been talking about this Five Guys burger place forever. I mean, it seems like 6 or 8 months, and then we don't have one near us. So, and we don't go. He doesn't go down below, down to LA. Here in Lancaster, we call that down below. But he doesn't ever go down into LA with us when we head down there, and so he hasn't had the opportunity. So that was part of the reason for our trip down there, because we could have gone down the street and saw the movie up here, but making it kind of making it a birthday event, so to speak. And so we finally went and found our Five Guys restaurant, and ordered up our stuff. And he, it's funny because he talks about all the different burgers he wants to try, yet he is the kid that gets the meat and cheese and the bun. I mean, nothing else on it.
He got onions.
He did get the grilled. He moved up. He actually got grilled onions because he likes onions. So, but he did get grilled onions on his, and meat and cheese and a bun. And I'm like, but actually it was good. I got the full loaded thing with the lettuce and tomatoes and grilled mushrooms and the whole works on mine, and it was actually pretty good. The patties, they form right there. It's from loose ground beef. It's not pre-formed and
not fake.
So there's a spectrum of beef quality, and I would put McDonald's down at the low end of things. Where it's beef-esque. And then this would be on the farther end. Out here we have another chain called InNOut Burger, which is another popular. If you come to California, you got to get an InNOut Burger kind of thing, and that's like the top tier in fast food hamburgers, as opposed to restaurant hamburgers. There's a restaurant hamburger joint. See, I'm getting to be a burger aficionado because of Jimmy, right? So we go through and we talk about the different places you can get a burger. So, but In-N-Out's a good fast food place. This actually is better taste-wise than In-N-Out, but I like In-N-Out's fries better. So we had this whole conversation. We're grading the burgers and stuff, and so we ended up we enjoyed it, and so I have a feeling we're going to be making other excuses to go down, because he wants to go to another movie that comes out next week. He's like, oh, well, we could go down to Burbank again. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But no, so he had a good time. We went out and we had a couple plans for other things, but he was so full You know, we were
forgot
going
the very beginning.
Huh?
The very beginning before you even headed down.
What?
Something.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I forgot about that one. Yeah, we had made a Starbucks stop. So we can get him a Starbucks Frappuccino, something. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I'm not in tune with the different things they have there. But that kid knows the menu.
Yeah, but a little birdie had called before they got there and let them know that it was his 18th birthday.
Yeah. Don warned me about that. So we get up there and, it could have been everybody singing happy birthday, but it was just the guy at the counter says, "Oh, is it your birthday? Happy birthday."
Yeah.
It's like,
Which still embarrassed him.
Yeah, he was like, "What just happened?" I said, "Your mother called up here and warned him." It's like, "Oh, I hope she doesn't do that at the burger place." So, anyways, but yeah, all in all, he had a good time, and he's been talking about that for all the weekend, and it's his birthday weekend, so he's trying to stretch out his birthday in as many days as he can. So, but so
family party today, and
So we're having the family get together this afternoon after we finish podcasting, and he's getting old. Remember when he was a little baby?
Fit in one hand.
Yeah. So, they grow fast. Maybe we should stop watering them. Maybe he'll grow a little slower.
We'll just keep feeding him the coffee, and that's supposed to stun his growth.
Yeah, but it bounce off the walls. Yeah. So that was it on the 18th birthday stuff.
Yeah.
What else you got on the list?
I had a periodontist appointment for implant this week, and I've already had the extraction and everything, but I am not a candidate for it. So the doctor told me that, and because they would need to move my sinuses, so I have to have a whole sinus surgery, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "I don't think so."
Well, this is the tooth all the way in the back, and there's not even enough room to really fit an implant back there either. So, I mean, there was no option on the extraction because your tooth was pretty much gone.
Yeah.
And but
that
doing
was
a whole sinus
thing.
surgery
Yeah.
just to get a tooth back there is like...
Yeah. And then Weasley had his second booster appointment, his booster shots, and had the feline leukemia test, and he's all okay, and he's doing good. He's howled.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
He don't like the cage.
He just did the normal little meows on the way, but coming home, we'd been there for 2 hours. He was having none of it. I mean, he was flopping around. He was clinging onto the cage front upside down, and he was going kind of ballistic. So
he is full of energy. So,
and he's verbal.
Yeah.
So
Well, at least he got a shot, and it was unfortunate. It took 2 hours up there, but
they were really, really busy. So. So and then you've been working on car, been working on truck.
Oh yeah, I've had car and truck projects going on, so that's just my grease monkey side of things. So got that taking up my weekend, trying to see what other things you got on the list. Mm-hmm. Oh, and your Bible study.
Yeah, I started a new Bible study on Tuesday. So, it's a lot of women. I thought it would be just a small group, and there's over 100 and some people in there. So, I think they were a little surprised, too, because there's actually 2 women's Bible studies that were going on at the time, and the one had the big, huge sanctuary, and we had the smaller multi-purpose room, which they're going to have to move us into the
bigger one,
the smaller of the sanctuaries. But so it's like whoosh. So that was really cool.
Good.
So I guess now we're into
Farmer's
Almanac, and the question is from Knit and Pearl Girl Courtney. She says, "What will you do with your free time now that Jimmy will be in college instead of homeschooling?"
Free time. What is that?
Yeah, I guess I'll be eating bonbons and watching Netflix and knitting, but that never happens.
Well, the last couple of years, even though he's homeschooled, you really haven't been
I've pulled
actively involved
Yeah.
to kind of give him, because there's he's been doing more online, I guess similar to what you'd equate to like the online college type stuff, where it's online video and then the book work and stuff. So, then a couple of years ago, we kind of transitioned into, or it's actually been a gradual transition for him to kind of be more self-sufficient and responsible, and so he's been kind of doing that and then you do your review, weekly or monthly and stuff. So not a lot of free time like you're sitting in front of him. Now you don't have to do that because that kind of went by the wayside a number of years ago. But I'll let you talk about your part. Sorry.
So I guess it's going to give me more time because it's the farm. I mean, I'm hours outside, so.
The one thing it's going to help you with is the end of month rush, because you always have your end of month paperwork to submit.
Yeah.
Because his homeschooling is actually done through a school that does all the paperwork and.
Well, they keep it for me. They don't do it.
Well, no, you do the paperwork. You send it in, and so he's actually enrolled in that school, but he does all the work here. So, but you have to do a month end, report and sample work and tests and all of that stuff that gets sent in monthly, and so you'll get free of that.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Because I know you get stressed at the end of the month. It's like, I got to get that in and. So
that'll be a relief.
That's the one thing I can think of that is going to free you up, because I know you're still going to. We're still going to be helping him with his college, I'm sure, when he has issues, and particularly when he gets into more math oriented. That's my area, and.
Well, he already plans on the psychology. Hey, Mom. So yeah, I guess I'll have more. There's really not more time. I thought more gardening time, but because I really like messing with the plants.
You do that now.
I do it now anyways,
So, awesome.
Yeah, there's not much.
It'll get filled with something.
We don't have free time.
Yeah,
I have to schedule 15 minutes, and I literally put on a timer just to spin, because I would never take time for me to go do that. Yeah. It's always stuff around the house or Wolf Farms or,
Yeah. That's how we roll.
Yeah. And as it gets in the heat, I am more outside because of the animals, and earlier. So there goes even the little bit of knitting time in the morning gets.
Yeah. Well, wintertime, when we can do do it every other day. In the summertime, it's an everyday thing of changing waters and turning on misters and making sure everybody's cool and happy and. Oh, that kind of reminds me. One of the things that we're kind of back to Jimmy and school. I just kind of we're looking at having him come into work, and at least a couple times. I'm trying to figure out how frequently to do this, but we're talking about having him actually come down to my work and do some volunteer work. He won't get paid, but like intern type thing, where he can come in and work on the different areas of computer support, so that he can kind of see if that's the route he wants to go. Because with him going to school, there's been a discussion of, it's like him saying, I want to go in the medical field. Well, there's like a whole variety of things. Just like computers, there is like so many specialties and niche areas and directions, and and what I work on, I can actually get him, exposed to, computer IT support and server support and GIS geographic information system type stuff. I can get him into working on those different sections, and so he can get kind of some exposure to that stuff, or even on the programming side, I can get him in and have him help out with programming, depending on how much he comes down to work with me. But he's still he's got a couple years to kind of figure it out, because he's doing his general ed with his first year or two. But it would be good for him to get a sense of what the real life is out there. I mean, he might not, and this may help him decide, I really don't want to do that. Maybe I want to do, gaming type stuff, or whatever. So we
Well,
may.
because it's funny because pretty much all growing up, he wanted to be an endodontist. I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts. And an endodontist, if you don't know, is a root canal dentist. And he's actually, because I've had quite a few, the doctors knew he wanted to do this. Even when he was really little, when he first got to sit in, they let him sit in on root canal, mine, and, showing him different things, and each, talking him through a whole thing, a couple different times. So, yeah. But it's just been this past year that he's kind of
gone away from that. So, but he's been thinking more computer type stuff, and which, like I said, it'll be good for him to get some real world experience in a variety of different things. And like I said, that's the good thing about me taking him into work, is that I have the ability to put him in a couple different sections that are in my area. Or I can put them actually into some of the other areas that I work with other managers to do support for. So I can actually move them around and get him some exposure to just a variety of things. So it all depends on how frequently he wants to come down. And he can continue doing this until he can even do it in school if he wanted to. The upside is, I told him, I'll get you a good burger.
All you got to do is mention food, and he's
it's like, I'll get you a good burger, because there's a lot of food places around where I work. I'm like, okay, I'll have to map out the area and figure out which ones. One of the best burger places that we have out there actually closed up shop and moved elsewhere, away from where I'm working. I'm like, so bad. It's the one that has the garlic fries.
Oh, whew, yeah.
Weiland's Brewery. Oh, that's so good. It's the best burgers. But it's not there anymore. You can
smell you coming a mile away.
They have the best, and they've been gone for a year or two. But that would have been a perfect place for Jimmy and lunch, because they have the best burgers. So much for a plug for them. They're not downtown LA anymore. So
do you know where they are?
They're down in Orange County. So it's
that's far.
Yeah, it's not as simple as getting in a car and going for lunch, because it would take my entire lunchtime to get over to where they're at now. So. So, anyways,
I have no idea where we're at.
We're heading into In the Coop, because we just are finishing up fall. I'm inserting my little segments as I forgot we were gonna to mention that about him going and doing work with.
Yep.
So, In the Coop.
I'm just winging it.
Yeah.
So in the Coop, I have my cute Just Keep Knitting bag. Just Keep Knitting 9 bag that Bay Area knitter sent me. I just love them little frogs.
Your yoga frogs.
And this is fishnets yarn in the Fuji Fight Like a Girl fishnets. And I forgot I finished the other sock. So finished all of that. I did the Dickie Do up. And this is a James sock. It's takes up the whole screen.
Yeah.
So, finished.
I don't have petite little legs. Mine need a little bit more length to them to hide my hair.
Yeah. And then the toe of another one.
Cool.
So, yep.
Coming along.
Yeah.
Looking good.
I was at the vet knitting, and I poked my finger, and of course, it was right when I got to the white stripe, and it, started bleeding, and
that's the breakout
things. I had to put it away because I'm like, although the other colors it would have shown too. And then I don't know if I even had this on the needles last week. I know I had mentioned it.
No, I don't.
No, I didn't. This is the Star Shower by Hillary Smith Callis, and I've knit this before. And I love it. In fact, I wore mine the other day. Because it's perfect. You can wear it as a decoration, and because I wear these tank tops because it's hot here. But, when you're in a building, places here, they freeze you to death with their air conditioning. So it's good because I'm just able to put it right over my shoulders and,
Stay warm.
Yep. And
Doesn't come out looking like a popsicle. Huh?
Yeah, and this is in my Just Be Well Yoga Texas bag that she had made me.
Cool.
And it is Dancing Dog Dye Works in the Blue Planet colorway. It's her glitter paw base.
Sparkly.
Sparkly, yep. So, yep. All different blues. And it's all, so yeah, I just started this the other day. I think I only knit on it for a little bit. So this is the beginning. Size 7. These are knit picks, so it's like, yeah, because I'm using my other ones on the,
Time for some more hayas, huh?
nah, I just,
Not so many projects.
right.
The more needles you have, the more projects you're going to cast on.
So then in my Stitch by Sasha little bag, I have my Appia, my second Appia. And this also is a Hillary Smith Callis pattern. Ooh. And it is also done in Dancing Dog Dye Works in the Glitter Paw base in the Cupcake colorway.
Cool.
And I just got this in the round this morning. I only had time for 2 rounds, but I've knit quite a bit. You can see here's the dicky-doo there, so I've knit like 5-6 inches on that. And it's now in the round, so Haya 7s, so yeah.
Looking good.
It's fun. I love this pattern. So, yep, that's the knitting.
That is your knitting. All right. Well, I have a couple things in the coop that wanted to mention that last week we put in put in a mini yarn bowl and one of our wood cup. I don't know how to best describe those because they can be used for just about anything, notions or anything. It's just a cup, so you could put whatever you want. So I put those in the shop, and those sold pretty quick. So and we got more, like people saying more. So I got busy, and I've got some blocks glued up, and I'm going to start turning these on the lathe today. I don't know how far I'll get during the week, but I've got 2 of the cup blanks. These are ready to go on the lathe to take care of, to make those little cups like I had. I've got another thing glued up for a mini yarn bowl. This one is all maple. These here are maple and walnut. And then I have a full-size yarn bowl blank that this is Asian hardwood, and it's got green coloring in it. So I'm gonna see if Dawn will let me sell this one. This one might end up in the shop as well, but this one actually will be a full-size yarn bowl because we haven't put one of those in the shop yet because Dawn's got the couple that I made for her, and this may not make it to the shop too because it's got green coloring inside of it. So that one, actually, this is going to look really neat when it's done. But so I've got the blanks glued up and ready to go onto the lathe, and then if I have time today, I'll start turning those because we have a party for Jimmy's birthday party. So I'm trying to figure out between
the whole weekend has kind of
it's been consumed with a variety of things other than our normal time. So, but yeah, so this actually will be fun. Get those on and hopefully get something in the shop to let you guys have another opportunity to buy those. So they're slow going, so if not this coming weekend, maybe the following week. It just depends on how much time I have to whittle my wood.
Whittle your wood.
So, but that's in my coop. And I guess that's it. So we're on to
the roundup.
Because we didn't have enough flown coop, huh?
No.
Oh, okay. So we have winners?
We have winners for our Hatchin It last week that ended. And that is for a Wolf Farm gift certificate to the shop. That's worth $10. And the first winner was number 126, Danelle Marie. Or is it Danella and I messed up and typed it wrong? I think it's Danella Marie. And so contact me with your email and I will get that off to you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And then the second winner was number 51, which was Lizzie Lefty. So Liz, contact me with your email.
All right. Well,
So congratulations, you
Yeah.
guys. And our Hatchin It, if you're new, is where you enter any project that you finish. It doesn't matter when you started it for that month. If you finish in that month, that's where you enter it, and you could be a winner. And that's knitting, crochet, weaving,
Any of the fiber
arts,
art type
spinning.
thing.
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess that
Wraps
we're
her
to
up.
the roundup end. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So don't forget, you can get a free Wolf Farm Video Podcast button with any paid order at Wolf Farms. Just ask for that in the comments section when you're checking out. We'll be happy to stick one of those in with your order. And I guess that about does it for this podcast.
So until next time.
Let's get cracking and hatching it.
Bye, y'all.
Bark, 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 bark.